haunted the house, but also found that there was a sinister secret beneath the surface. When you went down, you saw that there were a bunch of smugglers living there, upsetting the spirit who was stuck behind. The ghost, near to the end of his life, found how difficult it was for Keranos to reach his followers in the areas around the Azure Sea. So he needed a cleric's blessing to return to to Keranos in the afterlife. He did all that, and Gersha did that. Onyx did that, and got him back to his god in the afterlife. And as a result, she got a nice little trinket in the form of an orb, and that orb was filled with the energy of Keranos. The orb possessed her, and she sort of like went into a trance. And you're finished up your fighting there, getting rid of Sanbali and his followers. One of them escaping alive, one of them dying by Zach's side, and the rest of you all carried everything that you looted, which wasn't too much, along with the information that you all have de-hunted that house back to Saltmarsh. On the way back, unfortunately, you were separated from Zach as he fell trying to save one of your prisoners. The prisoner managed to pull him down instead of him saving her with a very stink roll. And on the way down, somehow, Zach survived, and he was brought on to the ship of someone who seems to have recognized him and known him from long past, but whom he did not recall. Everybody met back up at Saltmarsh in the Snapping Line Tavern, and that is where we ended last week. What session will this be?
10. This is session 10.
Nice. That's what I have. Y'all are of max level 3.
I think I've applied it.
I didn't add up all my scores, to be most honest with you, but I think I'm level 3 too. I just now started to add. And then they had a power outage, so both me and Dean weren't too sure if we would be able to make it, and then we will. So, yeah.
Well, no problem with that. No problem with that. That's
So,
fine.
do I assume that I'm on level 3 or do I wait?
Well, you could assume or not, but right now, either way, right now, if you didn't level up already, you'll be working with whatever your character sheet is.
Okay,
so
cool.
if we look at our thingy over here, we'll see that sanity has gone beneath 75% for Caltrix. Yeah. So that is pretty concerning, I would say. But yeah.
I just have to leave for the
Next time you can BRB the chat.
What's that? What happened?
I was just telling him next time he could just put BRB in the chat so we would know and he wouldn't have to stop.
Oh, he coming back.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, yeah. So that's been done, as well as almost nothing else. Yeah, nothing else has been done. Okay, cool.
A question.
Yes.
When I got the letter from my sister, it said that only Crag will know about that, and I believe I heard the name Crag used Crag the Alchemist. And I was wondering if we could see if we could find out a little more about this Crag character.
I
Maybe I
mean, yeah, sure, you could definitely try. Um, but that's what you'll have to discuss with your party members. It's something you'll do within game.
But did it come up? I just wanted to know because I feel like I heard the name the last time as well in the
Um,
session
it,
recap.
it vaguely came up in the way that it was mentioned. No real information as to where he is, just that he was an alchemist.
Okay.
Sandley recognized him, and Sandley actually wants to become, was interested in alchemy. So he was interested in Prague as well, but he is now dead.
He's now dead?
Yeah,
Oh, right. That was the one that we killed. Right. Right. Okay. Somebody. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
yeah.
Where are we?
So y'all should be in the snapping line, yeah? Is that where y'all left off?
Let me see. No, we were at.
The city hall,
Yes.
and you met with
Anders,
Ida.
Stormwall, Eleander, Fireborn, Manstrad, Copperlinks, and Prime Water.
Cool. And what happened next?
All I remember that Eleander is just pleased with my work. Did you the kill the king? I don't have anything after that. After we met them,
Yeah, well, that is all that came up. It wasn't really much. Y'all, I think, would have gotten the reward money.
yes, 200 gold in total to split.
Yeah. Which is more than the 150 that I think y'all would have seen.
120.
120 that y'all would have seen.
Yeah.
So they gave y'all a bit of a test of honesty. And yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That test was really awesome. I like that, and I find it was noble of you guys to actually stand up and say, "No, that is not what promised me." Because me with my grade self was like, "Yeah, say it's true, say it's true, say it's true." Say it's true.
Yeah, well, luckily Mercule and you didn't have much of a say. So we managed to get by.
Right. Okay. See, Valiancy lives on. There you go.
All right. So where do we go from here? We're at City Hall. Let me move. That let me move here. Where are you? That's true. Yes. All right. I asked to the Who Watchtower, I guess.
You're talking to me?
Um, I just I don't think I had anything. I just had like torches, rations, a tinderbox, mess kit, backpack, explorer's pack, leather armor. I think we kind of need armor. I seem to have quite a lot of weapons though. Yeah, like um, yeah. So I don't know if I should consider selling some of those if my weight, is too much.
You're good.
Okay, well, I'll just keep my weapons and keep, using my smita to break people's necks open. I'm good. I'm good. Um, maybe rations. Maybe we should think about getting a little more in case we going out again on any escapade.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yep. I think the gold last time everybody got a little bit.
It's 200 in total. So 200 divided by the parties, six of us. So
Yeah.
it's 200, 33 gold and
Yeah, it was 33.
33 gold and 33 silver.
Okay, well I'll put in the silver. I didn't know the silver. I just put in 33 gold. Okay.
And 3 silver.
3 silver. I thought you said 33 silver. Okay.
All right, so where we heading to?
I want to go find my sister. I
So where
heard that
is she?
there was somebody named Crag, an alchemist, who might possibly know a bit more about where she's from. So I was wondering if we could go out in search of Crag.
All right, any idea of which direction you want to go? I just go helter skelter.
No, I was actually open to taking suggestions. What you all think would have been the best way to source, because we could do it along the way. I'm just not too sure where we should go. I was thinking perhaps maybe do they have things like police stations or private libraries or somebody who may know everybody in neighborhood Mako? Maybe we could ask, maybe we could ask the local innkeeper if she's heard anything about him. We could start there. She seems to
Oh,
know quite a lot about what's happening,
all right,
happenings,
well, yeah, we just head back to the snapping line and
Saltmarsh.
find out. It's snapping
Yeah.
line.
Okay. Who is that blue person, Ale?
That's us. That's us. As a collective group, that's us.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, that's us.
Okay, so we out to the snapping lion. Now what?
You're the one
Um,
leading this. You're the one leading this quest.
okay, so I go in. Are you all up to have some drinks while I try to get on the lady's good side? Anybody needs to have any rations or anything, any kind of food?
Good so far.
I think everybody bought breakfast from who was here last week. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Rock,
Well, I go
Rock
in.
has a fair food.
Okay. Right. Well, I go in and I go into the local uh and the lady there, the one who is generally nice to us, and I ask her for a cup of coffee. And as she pours the coffee, tends to look a little sadder than usual, and I ask her how she is, and she says she's doing fine. As she reciprocates to ask me how I'm doing, I told her, um, well, I'm not feeling my best these days. I was wondering if there was anyone you knew that could possibly brew any potions. I have a bit of a stomach ache. I heard there was this good alchemist called Craig the Alchemist. So, do you think she might take my bait, or
Craig the Alchemist. I haven't heard of anyone named Craig. Sorry. Craig. 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 Oh, Craig. Yes, 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 yes. Craig. Yeah. I think this young lady is looking for you, Craig. What are you? Oh. Uh. Hello. Uh. How can I help? She said that there's something wrong with her guts. Uh. I guess I could help.
okay, sure. Well, do you think you could maybe mix a potion for me?
Ah.
Help?
Keep. Ah. Give me a cocktail for the lady. Mix it up nice.
Okay.
Sure, okay.
Okay, so I asked him gently if I could have coffee with him. Craig, well, can I come over and have my coffee with you and we can discuss it while I'm sitting there?
He's actually sitting with another person who looks like a fisherman, and he kicks the stool so that that person falls over, and he picks up his tools and puts it down and dusts it off. By all means, the other person stoops and gets up and then looks you up and down. It looks like they were half asleep until they were kicked off the chair, and she goes, okay, I see. Bye.
Okay, so I have a seat with Craig and I started telling him about I started to have like a nice conversation with him, and I also started to tell him that I'm also here looking for a very beautiful girl if you happen to have seen her.
Why, yes, I have. Does she look like you?
Yes, she looks like just a younger version of me. My name is Dorangia Shadowfang. She is my little lost sister. Is there any way her last letter showed? I pull out my letter gently. I show it to him. What does he do?
He takes it and says, well, um, reading doesn't really come up a lot in my job. Um, uh, hey,
That's okay.
can anyone in here read? It looks like I've got a very private secret note. Can anyone here read it out loud for me? A couple of people speak up, and I was like, I can read. And somebody walks over and takes it, and he puts on some reading glasses, and he fixes them up.
I
And
stop him as he goes to put on his glasses, and I stop him as the glasses drop slower on his nose. He goes to just raise it just a tad higher. I say,
I like wait, stop. I like how Andara's kind of narrating how these people are reacting.
yeah, it's interesting. I'm experiencing it for the first time as well, trying to see if it could be a valuable thing.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait, what?
okay, okay, cool. Right. Well, as he puts his little glasses back on his nose bridge, I whisper to him, "Sir, could you be so kind as to read this letter discreetly to this gentleman here? It's about my
Okay,
lost
cool.
sister." And I touch
So
his hand.
he's going to roll a stealth, and he rolls a 6. So he whispers, safe. Stop. My last attempt of escape. Escape? Escape from where? People sort of look towards him. For now, I will lay low. Crag is the only one who knows what. This says Crag. This guy's name is Craig. You asked for Craig, but the note says Crag. Shut up, you
But
dope.
I did say
I could be
Crag.
Crag if you want. Roll history.
Okay. History. Why is history looking like it's missing today? Guys, I don't
Yeah,
see history.
yes, there.
And there, he said.
Under your skills listing.
Skills. Okay, left, right, middle.
Left. If you're using roll
Left.
20.
The same place where you have like your acrobatics and everything. Yeah,
Acrobatics,
all it,
deception, history. Okay, history.
yeah, it's in alphabetical order.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you said Craig.
Said Craig. I didn't say
I
Crag.
feel I feel so. But at the very least,
Craig.
I said
You said Craig.
I said Craig. I said Craig twice. So even if you said Prague, the innkeep said Craig.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't know where to go from here, but I did try. This was my attempt at trying. I guess you won't know where my sister is then.
Ah, I'll be very honest. I thought you were trying to sleep with me. You asked me if I've seen a pretty girl who looks just like you. You asked to come over and have mixed drinks with me. And I have to say this was a very disappointing exchange. Unless you do want to sleep with me.
No, I don't. But thank you. It's a very generous offer.
It's not that generous, but thanks.
Okay. Okay, so
Catherine,
I moved on with
that
the
was
team.
quite of an interesting thing we just saw there.
Okay, team. So where do we go now?
Caltrix, any idea where you're gonna head back to the bulletin board? Caltrix? Yeah. Tag. Let me see.
You can check. Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
Let's see. Let's see. Empty net. That does sound familiar to me.
If you're having trouble finding, I could interview.
Hold on. Let me know. Wait, let me do this. I do
Yeah,
this.
cool.
This is why I have a book.
Yes, it is.
Uh, yeah, because somebody because gosh, Merku wanted to go to the empty net. Why did he? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. I can't find it, but that sounds familiar. Oh, you guys want to just head to the empty net instead and see if we might find crab? Ah, no, it's up there.
Out of character, it's Crab. The person at the empty net that you're remembering is Crab.
Ah,
Yeah, it's a very similar sound.
How much crack sounding people do we have in this game? One.
Two. Well, three now. We now also have Craig, who's very disappointed.
oh well. So if you want to head back to that bulletin board there, guys, see, maybe we might find something there. To the bulletin board.
As you all leave, somebody is going to bump into Taranya. They are passing just now. Yeah, they are passing eastward, which is up along this road, and they just bump into Rania as they move past.
Rania, what do you do?
I thought I was part of the team.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so they bump into you.
Somebody bumped into you.
So what do I do?
Yeah,
I just look over at them to see if they took any of my belongings, and I just double check to make sure that my weapons are in place.
I'd roll investigation to see if all your weapons and everything are in place. Investigation with a 16, you look and you see that all of your weapons are in place, except for the fact that there is something additional there. There's a small piece of paper.
Okay, can I investigate the piece of paper?
Yeah, you have to investigate it. You could just read it. Will you read it openly or
Yeah, I would read it
covertly?
openly. I would read it
All right,
openly.
so y'all will see Duranya look through her cloak and everything and find a little note and take it out. And the note says, near the Kingfisher River, and move with the shadows as you seem to have forgotten to do.
Hmm.
As that happens, opening the note, a small purple petal falls to the floor from the folded paper. Patrick, you'll recognize this as a coastal lavender. Yes.
The same lavender memory that I had with my sister. Clearly, this is a message from my sister that I should go to King's River to meet her. However, she was asking for a certain level of discretion. However, I think that I am not comfortable going in too close without my companions. So, would you guys be willing to cross the river with me while I maybe wild shape into something and stealthily see if I can source my sister on 29?
29 what?
29. It has like a.
It just means the location.
Oh, that's where it is.
Yeah. So, would you
That's
guys.
Kingfisher River. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, yeah, look at it. Okay, I don't know what
You
happened.
don't have to click 20 times, you have to hold down the click.
there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
29.
Grog, what's up? What you up to?
What's
Anything?
Bro, I've decided to follow Andaria,
Around.
Duranya.
Durangia. Okay. Yes. Oh, I say, why don't you just send all instead of having all of us to go? So we can't send you all as a scout?
It's in the owl as a scout, but I don't know if the owl will be able to detect my sister and get a note back to me. I could try that, but I think we should cross the river first. There's a small bridge. I think we should cross first and then send a scout.
Okay. I agree with Durangia. I say let's cross the bridge.
All right.
So there are a couple ways to go here. You all could go eastward, which is up, and follow the curve of this river all the way around. You could go down and cross this bridge that you're talking about, and there is another thing which is supposed to represent a bridge over here. That way you all could come maybe from behind as well. Those are your options. I guess technically you all could cross this river here as well, but you'll just have to cross the river. It's not treacherous or anything.
I say,
Where
I guess maybe we should. Oh yeah, we can do that.
where are the people?
Which people?
Because I think we should stealthily go for them. I don't want them to see us coming.
Right. So the people just said Kingfisher River, and they left that petal in there. The person who was walking walks north. There are people walking to and fro around. Every now and then you will see guards turning the corners at interval. It seems like they have a bit of a pattern, but you all haven't quite picked it up as yet. There are a couple of fishermen who are only just heading out. And yeah, you all are at this bridge.
Uh, Guess where? Not really north is east.
Up is east. Yeah, if you ever forget, there's a little
Zoom out to the map.
Yeah.
There it is. Sure. Just cat up. So we're making our way right here.
Hmm. Cool. So as you all walk in, nothing really outstanding comes around until you all reach this area, which is where you all will see the familiar sight of all of the coastal lavender growing.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Well, roll a wisdom check. Real people character sheets hiding things today, way. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Take back a D8 of sanity. That would be worth 10 minutes. If you would like to sit longer, you could roll again. So while you're sitting here for 10 minutes, um, from the lavender, you will see a bit of movement coming in from around here.
Ooh.
It'll get closer and closer, and then someone will pop out and they will say, "Hello, everyone. I'm secretly looking for someone, but I don't want anyone to find out. So the name of the person is person number one. And they've told me a secret, and the secret is that they are secretly in place number two. But don't tell anybody."
Huh? I just look confused.
Then the person walks up to Durania and taps her on the back of the head. Durania, you hear that?
Dara?
Sorry, guys, I was on a BRB. 1 second.
Oh, sorry, didn't notice.
Continue without me.
Um,
Well, not much could be continued without you all. But Caltrix, as you're sitting down there, you and Grog and Zach would be experiencing a bit of calm, having recently shared death-defying adventures. Uh, I'd like you all to share a little bit about yourselves with each other.
I was like, you know, you guys are good companions since we've came into Saltmarsh. You know, I am from, I don't know if I've told you, but I am from the Waterdeep. You know, but I serve in the King's army. You know, he's trying to make this place into a better, he wants to make this place in a better, he wants to make this place a better place. You know, as you can see, it's a bit run down, and they're pirates. They have a smuggling problem. Not a way if I if not a way to not a good way to have a good life, if you ask me. Who? I
Oh,
say?
look, my flowers, my coastal flowers. Okay, sorry.
Um, Durania interrupts the boy's line.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I apologize. I was taken aback at the beauty of how lovely those coastal flowers look.
So, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. So where have you come from? What area did you come from? Ah, okay. I've never heard of it. How about you? What about you, Grog? Where are you from? How
Well,
did you find yourself here in Saltmarsh?
I, believe it or not, was once the ruler of this kingdom, and then something happened, some dark magic. And all of a sudden, I remember waking up at the end of the shore to the far end of the kingdom with a pretender on the throne. The man looks like me, the man talks like me, but guess what? It isn't me. And my be, my drive beyond all this is to discover what happened and why, and to solve this dark magic and to get back my throne, damn it.
Hmm.
Inspiration.
Cool.
Inspiration, Grog. That means that you can choose in regular rules. It means that you could choose to re-roll a roll. For me, it means that you could choose occasion where you could just be successful as possible at something. So, like, if you miss a shot, you could use your inspiration to succeed instead.
This is actually my second one, except I
Yeah,
haven't
well,
used this one yet.
well, you're only allowed to keep one at a time. So
Oh,
if you get your
good.
second one, yeah,
Okay, cool, cool. Now I know.
yeah. But don't keep it, because one of the things that I do with my other tables and I wanted to introduce with y'all is that inspirations expire at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you will be forced to, well, you'll be encouraged to use it. So take this one as well. You have one still. And with that, roll a perception. You get the inspiration first. Now, not roll a perception, roll a persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Not a all right. Persuasion.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty high.
Well, no need to use your inspiration there. Guys, you don't know if you believe what he says, but there's no doubt that he believes it. And with all of the magical, mystical things that you recently saw in the terms of ghosts are real, um, who's to say that this is impossible?
Yeah. Quite a fetching story you've told us. I hope to come a chance to see this true.
I hope so too. And not just hope, man. I know this is going to come true. And I am going to so kill that dark wizard and skin him and put him on my throne.
So,
I know
Zach,
who that man is.
he is either the king that you serve or someone saying that he will kill the king that you serve.
Oh. I look at him and I'm like, oh, wait a second. I don't believe my king would do that to you.
Zach, look at me. You used to serving my army. You
Oh my
were
goodness.
my soldier. No, I'm telling you that I have woken up at the far end of a shore and somebody else is sitting on my throne.
How do I know it's you? All right, y'all really just screw it. God, y'all just screw it. Y'all just making me so confused here. Chris with
Roll
his
an
backstory,
investigation.
now
Investigate
him.
to see if there's a king.
Yeah.
That
Anyway,
a
I'm
little
just
bit
like,
more complex a situation than the rest of y'all. Because
hmm,
quite recently, someone caused him to question his mind and
yes,
memories.
yes. Now my reality is just being so shown about right now. But anywho, is it? Drug. I mean, if I don't think the king is possessed. I don't think the king is not a person. You know, But I will not let you allow you to harm the king. I don't believe you are the king.
Well, I'll make you a deal. Follow me to the Dark Wizard. And when we make the Dark Wizard squeal, you can find out for yourself whether or not I am in fact the true king, or whether or not the person on the throne is the true king and I am simply a figment of your imagination.
It's a simple test, just a little bit of regicide to check. Nothing much.
Yeah, I know, right? Right? He's an idiot.
Before that, Caltrix, remember where your sanity is, huh? It's a little bit, yeah. But
What would I owe you?
Yeah.
Give you any one wish that is within my grasp to give you. I will give you a promotion from a mere soldier to probably a lieutenant in the army. And for the rest of you, if it is you want riches, I have riches. If it is that you want to, for example, to build a temple to your god, whoever that might be, I have money, I have land, I have great armies of workers willing to build whatever it is you want. Hell, if you have a lost sister, I have the best spies in the world to work for you and find your sister that you're looking for.
I think she's
And
just
for the rest, I have gold. Lots and lots of gold. Uh,
Interesting. Well, I will keep you. I will follow you. I will assist you, Fish, with your quest.
sister-ish.
You know, and see if what you say is true. Because of recently, somehow I don't feel my king would want to hurt others.
Dark wizard man are evil unbeknownst to other men. We must find her and get to the bottom of this.
Mhm.
In all seriousness, there was another kingdom I knew, and there was this dark wizard called Voldemort.
Oh boy.
So, if you had to go back in time, would you not, in fact, kill Voldemort, or would you leave him to run amok in the kingdom?
I'm not one to mess with the laws of time and nature. Who knows? That might actually make things worse. But
You read the last book, the one just out of character here. You read the last book, the one out that J.K. Rowling did not write, the crappy book.
No,
Which one is that?
I didn't read any books.
You didn't read any books. You watch the movies.
I just watched him. I just watched the. That's it.
Nah, the books are better.
Oh, duh, obviously, but I ain't got time for that.
Ain't got time for that.
Or if you're feeling lazy, listen to the audiobook. Take it download from the Pirate Bay.
Yeah.
It's a strange situation where the movies actually are quite acceptable. Huh?
Yeah.
I watched the movies and read the book, and I think at this point, like, yeah, okay with the movies alone.
Actually, there was a movie, I think it was part 5 or something, that me and Dar, we were like, I don't know what we were doing. We were in UE or something at the time, and maybe we had exams, but somehow we missed this movie. We didn't see it. And me and Dar is like, you know what? Movie 5 come out, whatever. So we sit down watching this movie. And the movie was exactly like the book. Exactly like the book. everything that happened in the movie, word for word. It was amazing. Like the same thing I saw in my mind reading the book is the same thing I'm seeing in the movie. It was really well done.
That's pretty impressive.
The only one thing that happened, and I realized that it was a movie and not a book, there was Voldemort in a strippy suit in the subway. And I was looking at this like, wait. I never imagined that. That didn't happen in the book. Oh, it's really a movie we didn't see. Okay. But it was really well done. Don't know, man. That's why I'm looking for him. But I suspect he would be around the king's court doing God knows what.
But wait, so I'm still a bit lost of your about your story there. So you were supposedly my king, and this wizard transformed you into somebody, this dragon, and someone else is impersonating you right now.
Basically, yes. This is how it was. And I woke up naked on the shore, and I had to grab my things and found a haunted house, and then I met you guys. I am Grog, barbarian kings of this land.
I will. I do find it strange of lately of the orders the king has given me, based on what I want my memories. So I will somewhat help you, Ish. Yes, I will take it under advisement.
Right. So the flowers that you all were looking at, as I was saying, they started to rustle a little bit, and somebody just pops up and says, "Hello, I am a traveling spy, but don't tell anyone. And I have this secret letter that I'd like to share, but don't tell anyone. I'm looking for someone, but I can't tell you their name. Their name's person one, and they are hiding in place two. Can you all help me?" And then the person walks up behind Duranga and taps her on the back of the head.
That's person one.
Is Duranga not here now again?
I don't know.
Oh my god. I given her one I given her damage for these taps.
I'm right here. Ollie's just ignoring me. I was just sending you something. DM, if you could check your WhatsApp when you get free time or your email. Right here.
All right, cool. So the person comes up and taps you in the back of the head, Duranga. What do?
Who comes up to tap me in the back? I quickly spin around to see who it is tapping me on the back of my head.
Well, you see someone with a hood over. Keep their hood on. They keep looking down. It seems like they're tall enough to be a half elf or elf or something to that effect. And they look towards you and say, "You're making it very difficult for the real spies here, girl. Walking around with the information you have, asking people at face value, hey, can you look at this note with secret information on it? What are you doing? You have to use subtlety. You recognize the voice a little bit from your spy training group. This is somebody that learned to be a spy alongside you, trained in espionage at your side. And they say, what happened to you? You used to be just about the best. You showed so much promise. But now you're going around just asking people, hey, have you found Craig?
No, I haven't. And I have no idea where to find this mysterious Craig.
Well, I know that you don't because you're bad at your job.
I mean, I just tap him on I just go to him like, I concur.
Okay,
so he just says, if anyone knows that you're asking a question, you have failed. If anyone knows what information you seek, you have failed. Do you know how many enemies have kept track of you because of this? I killed 3 people this morning. They were here because they heard what you were doing. If you're going to be a spy, be a spy.
I will put on my spy shoes.
Did you have that owl of disguise that you won for being the valedictorian of our class?
Yes, I do.
Well, use it. Use it. Create a persona. Walk in and mention the name. Say you were looking for Crag. Say, ha, that damn Crag. He keeps losing to me in this game of dice. I won 50 gold from him just last night. Oh, I hope no one else plays him at dice. And just listen. Just listen.
Okay. Okay. Point
If
taken.
you get a letter that says that there's something secret on it, don't give it to the village literate.
Laugh.
That should be your most prized and sacred possession. Where is it even? Do you have it?
It's in my pocket.
No, it's not. I have it right here.
What kind of thievery thing going on around here?
It's not thievery, it's espionage. I looked up to you, Durania. Ever since your sister went missing, you've not been your best. Focus.
Okay. I'll
I
try my
look at
best.
her like,
But it has not been easy living without her.
I know.
I look at Durania and I'll be like, you have spies? You have people killing for you? Well, like what? Like what? I was like, where were all these people when we were in the haunted house?
Good job with the house, by the way. That was the first real bit of espionage I saw. I personally wouldn't have killed Hassan Ballet, but I suppose that circumstances didn't allow for much more. What did you find about him?
He seems to be in tropes with this. He seems to be fascinated with alchemy and wanting to learn sorcery. But I did try to talk him out of it, to not kill him, but he just when you got 3 fire beams at your face, it's like, yeah, no.
Yes, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do, I understand. Duranga has killed many in her time because she had to. Still, this Sandballet, I did gather some information about him if you're interested.
Oh yes, I am. We are interested.
Well, I'd love to give it to you. If you can find where Crag is without any of my spies finding out that you're looking for him.
I just look at Durania. You got that? You got that, right? You hear that, right, Durania? We gotta find Crag. We gotta be sneaky.
Yeah. Yeah, so sneaky it is. Definitely sneaky it is.
He takes out a small briefcase and he gives it to you. It is a disguise kit.
Okay, great.
He doesn't know it. He thinks you're all of disguise, could just disguise you into anything. But it's just the one thing. So you would need to use the disguise kit as well. But yeah, he looks and he says, I don't quite need this anymore. I'm moving on to desk work.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for giving it to me. It will definitely come in handy because I cannot keep the owl on me all of the time, as you said before previously.
Well, this disguise kit isn't going to stop you from looking like an orc. But I have to say, at least you've kept that secret. Well, not from these folk. But still, you have until the end of the day to find out where Crag is. And do not just ask, do you know where Crag is?
And let's
Okay.
be more specific. It's Crag, not Craig.
That's a
Crag.
good start.
Crag.
Yeah, check the letter is in your journal, so you could always refer to it to see.
Okay.
The guy walks up to you and he embraces you in a very deep way. That brings back your memories of training to be a spy. Did you want to train in espionage?
I left home. This is actually part of my history. I left home to train in espionage after my sister was well, had a little bit of ruckus with me being uh half orc and my sister being a full human along with my mom. So I just kind of left them to their own devices and I left to be a spy. That's how come I ended up being a spy. So I added in this guy's kit, right? As a prop.
Yeah, so these guys get you could look it up to see exactly what it is. Just look up Disguise Kit 5e and you'll see everything in it and what it can do. And you could use it to make little disguises. The main thing he's saying is, yes, you can. He's wrong to say out of character that you can't ask people if they know Krag. But he is saying that as a spy, you don't want people to know what you're looking for. You don't want to give people the information, like your sister's name. Uh, in the letter, it said Krag was, in your adventures, you found out Krag was an alchemist. That isn't necessarily something everyone would know. Um, you could go in looking for another Krag. You could be like, there's this guy who owes me money. Anyone knows Krag? So you want to approach it like that because remember, your character thinks that criminals kidnapped your sister. People finding out you're looking for information about her is going to make them hide that information and come after you.
Okay.
So you're less likely to get information. As it is right now, people already may or may not have heard what you said, read the letter, gone about their business and informed stuff, and probably caught your sister or moved her. Got to Crag before you did. Stuff like that now. Uh, those thoughts enter your mind and you realize it's possible that somebody got to Crag ahead of you because you were so overt about it.
Ooh, I'm a bad spy. I'm a bad spy without my sister. Yeah. Okay.
Worry, worry has overtaken you. Yeah, worry has overtaken you.
And I
This
just
old friend.
I go up to the Iranian and be like, "Don't worry, we'll find it together. All right, just keep your mind, just keep your mind cool and go and just remember your training."
Okay. Great. Thank you very much. Back.
All right,
Bye.
all right. So here we are at the bridge. Where do we go from here?
At that bridge, when y'all are there, the classmate, the ex-classmate of Durania is going to mention, by the way, this hasn't been put up on the notice board yet, but I stood outside of the city hall and I overheard Manistrad talking about the issue of some goblins. They've been digging little holes and tunnels getting into her mines, and I think there's some of them who've been moving closer and closer to Saltmarsh. If you all could get rid of them, from what they were discussing this morning, they do plan to put up a reward for 50 gold per person.
I'm like, that sounds good. I could do with some goblin hunting. What do you guys say?
So just remember, and he looks to Duranya, approach this with a bit of finesse. When you accomplish the deed, make sure that you don't do it so loudly that they do not put up the reward. But do it ahead of everyone else, because there are other adventurers who will rush to take care of these goblins before you. And at that, he says, "Well, yes, thank you for your time, and have a good day. I don't want to buy any. I don't want to buy any.
I'm sorry.
Tools." And he walks away with a bit of a limp.
Like, I
What's
thought I
that?
could not proceed. I was like, I'm just trying to take with this facade. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I could not persuade you to buy this. Hold on, let me look at my inventory. Wait, my inventory. Yeah, I could not let you buy this. What do I have? This lantern with a shutter on it. Yeah.
Cool. Somebody is passing as you do that, and they look towards you all with complete disinterest, and both of you all realize that you have succeeded very much at keeping up that farce. And yeah, this guy sort of blends in with a couple of passersby, and you can't tell which one of the passersby was him. And you all would notice that he is as good as he is, and he looked up to Duranga.
Hmm.
If you all follow the directions that this guy advised you all to find the goblins, would you?
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
You all will see that there are bits and bits of stonework that are sort of here and there around, some of them broken, some of them overtaken by moss and grass, some of them tree roots have broken them up. Zach, this would be a bit of the relics of when Saltmarsh was a little bit more paid attention before the king of Kyoland tried to put all of his attention to expanding. Over time, a lot of the little plans that they had for development here just never finished and were overtaken by nature. And this is evidence of one said plan. Anything from you, Grog, as you notice this same set of patchy stonework?
I nod my head in shame. I tell you, when I was in charge, everything worked. The kingdom was flowing. Now these men are like from the PNM. Abandon things, all to corruption.
I look at Grog and I'm like, well, that's why the king is here. He's come back to reclaim this land. I know it's a bit worn down, but that's what happens when you don't take care of something. And he was looking after other things. Can't be everywhere at once, now can you?
Telling you, once I get back into action, all of this will change. I detest seeing my kingdom the way it is. It gnaws me from the inside.
Both of you, Alex, roll a persuasion.
Persuasion. That's gonna be horrible.
I think we'll roll persuasion too.
Nah. Okay, Zach. Yeah. some passers-by were listening in on you all, but you didn't manage to completely persuade them with regards to your loyalist point of view. I was going to give you a +1 for the loyalist support there because it was a nice sounding argument. I liked it a lot. But yeah, you'll continue along the river and you'll find a small tributary that you can follow. And as you do so, you will arrive at this small bridge. And yes, you are at this small bridge. What do you do?
I look at the Caltrix and Durrani, and I'm like, we should be careful when crossing this bridge. Not because of the architecture of it, but in case of an ambush. Remember what the spy that salesman told us. The goblins around here. Yes.
Around you, you see that there are, well, you can see basically as you're looking that there are trees and bushes and trees and shrubs. This bridge, you can go underneath the bridge. The water is about 8 feet deep at its deepest, but at some points at the edges, you could walk along it. And then it goes into underground sort of tributary here. It is clean.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense. Yeah, sure.
How y'all want to look?
I think we should try to cross the bridge, but one person at a time. In case it can't take too much weight because it seems a bit dilapidated.
Tell her, I was like, because I'm of my dwarven thing, I tell her, I'll be like, the bridge looks fine. I think we're more prone to an ambush than the bridge collapsing on us.
Okay, well maybe I should send out a scout if we think an ambush is likely to happen.
That would be wise if you're scared. If you're off to scout ahead and see if it might see anything that might attack us.
All right, cool. Well, roll your perception then.
Me?
Yeah.
Perception. Yeah, again.
Yeah, hi.
17. That's really, really high. Okay, cool. Well, Tarangya, as you're looking around, you have 5 seconds after I finish speaking to warn them of a possible ambush. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Possible ambush ahead!
1.
Possible ambush ahead! Possible ambush ahead! Possible ambush ahead!
Yeah, boy. I thought that she was like, nah, whatever. You can scare me with no ambush, doggy. Yeah. So underneath this tree, there is a goblin that pops out, and he's gonna look towards you all. Everybody, roll initiative. You all have just been saved from an ambush, from a surprise attack.
Initiative for me too?
Yeah, everybody.
I'm not seeing the initiative.
Initiative is up on top of your.
Up in the middle, next to armor class.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Wow, wow, that was a really high roll, Gadrix. 17. That's 17 to hit it dead.
Did I get 0?
Oh, you got 5, which is close to 0. But okay.
Yeah, so when you roll initiative, you have to click your character first and then click the initiative and then it will load in. But don't worry about it. I will take care this time. And Durangia, same thing for you. You'll have to click your token and then click initiative. But that's also fine. I got yours at 9. And I'll get 2d20.
I can't touch my token. If you want me to touch my token, it's not highlighting.
Try again.
1 second. Fine.
No problem. You don't have to try now. All right, cool. 18 and 7. 18 and ooh, Zach, you rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Roll again with me.
Initiative or just a roll of d20?
Just a d20 against a 17.
I can move my token now.
You earn that one, but you earn that one. Nice.
Yeah. I'll just put back your stuff here.
Okay, cool. So over here, you'll hear a tiny rusty dagger is going to fly towards Grog.
Does he get
Does a 24 hit you? Yes, it does. But your AC, you'll just check your AC and see if 24 is more than or equal to it, Grog.
24?
Yes.
No. That's armored class, right?
Yeah.
Okay, dude. I just realized I have like 100 and I have 140 something skill points. So I supposed to be on level 2. I just can't. I have like 451 experience, I think. So I think I'm supposed to be on level 2 and I'm on level 1. When I cross levels, did I like?
So level 2 is from 300 experience. How much experience points you have?
451.
451. So you'll be level 2, but it only happens after a long rest. If the player neglects to update the character before that, or in time for the long rest, you'll just continue with that level until you get some time. So
Level 1.
you'll remember to do the level up and you'll message me if you need help with it.
Okay, cool.
Sure. All right, cool. Okay, yes.
My armor class is still 11 though.
So this knife propels towards Grog in a way that Zach recognizes from the soldiers who would have been taught thrown weapon fighting in battle. It seems like these goblins have just been spying on them and have picked up the thrown weapon fighting style. And yes, this does hit you, and it gets an additional +2 to damage because I throwed it at you, and you're taking 5 damage. And now he's going to use his offhand to try to hit you again with a 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 to hit, which will hit. And if he's going to roll. Yeah. Yeah, with the thrown weapon fighting, you draw your dagger with the same attack action. So you could just keep drawing and throwing and throwing and throwing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good. Tasha's. And the second one is a 2 because I don't add the 4. So yeah, that is a total of 5, 6, 7 damage to you, Grog. Next up is Caltrix.
Okay, wait. Hold up. I had 4 HP before, so I'm dead.
No, you rested. You rested, so you would have had total. Yeah.
Total is all like 14. Okay, yeah. And how much I get? 7.
Yeah, so it's 7 now.
Okay.
Well, that's all.
Cool. So, which one? All right, cool. So as you fire off, you realize that these guys really did pay attention in fighting school because they are keeping a little bit of cover behind this rock. You could blame it on the cover, but deep down inside, you know you would have missed either way. And yeah, you hit that rock. All right, cool. Duranga,
Yes.
don't forget that you have some options. You could turn into some animals.
Yes, so I am opting to turn into my animal now.
1 second. I actually want to do something quickly. Okay. Get rid of this and oops. And boom. Delete you. Bring you over here. Oh, so yeah, as I was saying, I made a token for you that you could change more sides. So if you left click on it, you'll see some animals you could turn into. I uploaded the snake that you turned into already, a wolf, a bear, and a giant toad.
Click my icon.
Yeah, I changed it recently to this one, so I didn't put your.
I'll reload and see if it's
No, just right click now. It was you, it was me.
okay.
Right click, multi-sided, and you have some choices there if you want to use your bonus action to wild shape one time. Now the stickers. Click the right click it and go down to the bottom of the drop down menu that'll come up to multi-sided and click choose side. Right, so you turn into a snake.
No, I just wanted to see what he think would look like.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Bear?
Yeah. I choose.
Cool. Alright, so you transform into a bear and what do you do?
The normal attack that I would do with the swipe and then the bite.
So that will require you to do some running.
I am looking for.
Just click on it and move the arrow keys to move them around or drag and drop. The black bear will have 40 feet speed, so you can move 40 feet from there, which is quite far. You could actually get to this guy who pelts. Yeah. And what now? It seems very quiet to me. Can someone say something?
Hello.
Well, I hear. Okay, Durania, you look like you're muted.
Hear me too?
Okay, sorry, I was talking. Yeah, I was talking and I was muted. Right. I move up here and then I strike to call him and I bite after. I'm looking for the rules.
Okay, cool. So that will be +3 to hit. for each of them.
Okay, +3 to hit. So that is one multi attack, right? So
You'll
one
have to roll it twice, but let's do it one at a time. So roll that 1d20 first and add 3.
1d20 and add 3.
Cool, so not 20. That's really good. So you're going to get a full set of the damage. So you arrive at this goblin, and as you do, you tower over him. The sun casts a shadow against him, and he looks up, buckled with his knees buckling. He looks to the bush beside him and then back up at you, but he doesn't have enough time to move as you bend over and reach towards him and clasp your teeth through his shoulder armor. And yeah, roll a d6 for me. Okay, wow. So you're going to get, because it's a crit, I give a full d6 plus your roll. So that is 12 plus 2, 12, 13, 14. So that is 14 damage that you do to this poor little goblin. And he is basically on the ground bleeding and whimpering. Zach, what do you do?
Is it my turn yet?
Yes, it's been a bit.
Okay.
Yes, Zach, what do you do? You
All
see,
right.
you see the Duranga transform into a bear and rush over, towering over this goblin. Oh, Duranga, you actually had another hit there. Roll your second attack for your claws.
I was wondering, no, I didn't say nothing, but okay.
Now let's
Yeah.
say something, girl.
Okay, so that is the to hit would have been, claws would have be +4 to hit, 2d4 +2 slashing damage, right? So d4.
So you want to roll to hit first. So roll your d20. Alright, cool. Well, your 13 is not enough to hit.
Where's 13 plus? 13 plus what?
Yes, but you do have modifiers on that. So what is the final roll?
Have modifiers on hit.
Yeah, if you read it, it'll say melee weapon attack
Yeah,
plus.
+4 to hit. Hit
Okay,
5
cool.
and hit one target. Hit 5 plus 1d6 +2.
Okay, cool. So that means you add in 4 to your 13. So what is your roll?
Bottom 13.
You rolled a 13, but you have to add, sorry, 5. You add in 5 to your, is it 4 or
18
5? I had you as Black Bear, but I get in the impression you have a different stat block. So I'm looking for your.
It's Sunny, the one I have. I think I did get it to 5e. Back there. I did just Google it. You want me to send you a picture of it?
I found it. Cool. So you would add your 5 to your 13. Go ahead.
That is 18. Hit.
Right. So right when I ask you what you roll to hit, that's the number. You'll tell me 18. So
Okay.
18 is more than his armor class. So you strike him and roll your damage.
Okay. My damage will be +4. Okay. 1d6 +2.
So you roll. Go ahead. Right. Cool. So that's 6, 7, 8. And at that, after you bite into him, you swipe across at him as he shakes and cowers and pleads with his eyes, but to no avail as you completely kill him. Zach, you see one of these goblins down. What do you do?
Move to the next one so I can actually move.
Well, I roll when I finish kill him, just so everybody knows. Like rar.
All right.
Right. And then
Like,
he
good
continues.
job.
Hmm.
And I attack him with my glaive. Hold on. And I will use a special attack from my Battle Master's feat. A distracting blow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that missed.
Good try. He definitely was distracted regardless. He looks at you as you jump in there. But yes, it doesn't seem to do enough. This goblin is going to disengage and go 5, 10, 15, and he's going to pick up these 2 daggers on the floor. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 35, 50. Bonus action dash, and he disappears.
Yes.
He doesn't. Grog, what do you do?
I see him.
You know that the last time you see him, he was at this bush, so he probably just jumped into the bush.
I pick up one of my javelins. I move forward as close as I can to him to look for him. I pick up one of my javelins and I throw it to where I think I see him.
So you're throwing it into the bush, like
I'm throwing it where he disappeared.
describe how it will land, like pointing face up, or like you're going to like hit him.
My javelin will move with my barbarian skills. It will spin in the air like a dart, pointed forward.
Wait, one thing. Maybe from getting hit maybe when you got hit, you got pretty angry. It might make you go into a rage.
Or I could go into my rage, but then he's not there. So why would I waste a rage on that? But
Alex, he actually, I don't know if he thought about it or not, but if he's not sure he's going to get hit or hit something, it actually is a good idea to not go into the rage now. So I don't know if he thought about it, but yeah. That was a good thing that Alex was reminding you of, that you do have a bonus action rage that is very helpful.
yeah, but I'm throwing the javelin.
Cool. But what I was trying to find is give me the angle that it will poke out of the floor from when you hit it.
Give me the angle it will poke out of the floor for.
Yeah, that's kind of important to me.
It'll poke out at a 45-degree angle with the point inwards to the ground.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Roll it.
Roll what?
Roll to strike.
Attack.
What
D20.
What do you have?
Always
No.
D20 unless we say otherwise. If you're using your character sheet, click javelin.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll click javelin.
There you go.
Cool. His rolls are the best. So yeah, you toss this javelin, and it disappears into the bush. It doesn't poke out 45 degrees as far as you could see. It went into that bush and disappeared into it in a way that doesn't make any sense to you.
Okay. A way that doesn't make any sense. So what, do you think it missed or it hit something that I didn't see?
The bush swallow up your javelin.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else from you?
No, that's it.
All right. Zach. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Will a 15 hit you, Zach?
It will not.
No? All right, so a dagger flies towards you and misses. As it misses, you get a sense of where it came from, and it came from across the river. This goblin is going to use bonus action hide, and you saw where he went, so even though he's hiding, Cadrix. The goblin from this side ran across, took up two daggers, and ran into this bush. The goblin that attacked Zach was from across the river over here. Yeah. Yeah, he uses bonus action dash. Okay, cool. Zach, it is your turn now.
I move here and take cover.
Good idea. Anything else you want to do?
No, nothing really.
You want to prepare action or use the dodge action?
I'm taking cover. I'll
So
prepare
cover with this from straight ahead of you. I'll give
Yeah.
you +2 with this cover.
Right.
Dodge will mean they will shoot with disadvantage.
Right. Well, taking cover, so I don't know how the dodge will work, thematically, because I hide in. I kind of like ducking down kind of thing.
Thematically, like in those first person shooter games where somebody's poke their head up on this side of the rock and duck and then poke their head up on this side of the rock. No?
Nah.
Oh, well, that's real work for me in shooter games where they just like stick their head up on one side and I'll wait and I have my crosshairs on that side and then I see them pop up on the next side and shoot me up.
Nah, I just literally just taking cover.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Well, this guy over here is going to lob this arrow up in the air.
Hold on,
Heavily
Durania's
obscured. Oh wow, Duranga looked like she got moved out from the turn order somehow. I wonder how.
Wild shape.
I wonder. I wonder. Okay, she was a 9, so she should be now. Cool. Duranga, what do you want to do?
For me, I would like to go over to that bush. Do I have enough to run to that bush?
Each square is 5 feet.
Okay, so I'll go in, right? 1, 2, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Is my limit?
And I'll get someone. You could use the ruler tool if you like as well. And kind of measure
Yeah, I
using
feel
it.
like 40 feet there.
Yes, it is correct. Anything else?
So I move the 40 feet and I hide. Can I take some cover by the stone here?
You could, if you'd like, you could also use your dash action to get even closer by using doubling your movement speed.
How do I do the dash? I don't know.
You just say that you do.
Okay, so I use my dash action.
All right, you have 40 more feet of movement now.
Okay, so I don't know how to use the ruler.
You don't have to, you could just move it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
5, 10, 15, 20. I go straight into the bush to look for this.
Okay.
Straight into the bush, right? And I am going to
This
attack.
bear disappears as it falls into a hole. And yeah, as you fall into this hole, your sense of smell is just bombarded by goblin fecal matter. But you do smell that there is a goblin in here and it's next to you. What do you do?
Attack it.
All right, go ahead.
I roll to attack, so I'll be doing a d20, right?
Yeah.
Right, so my first d20 was 9. I guess I'll miss.
So as you try to move around in this hole, you're having trouble because it's so tight. It wasn't made for bear, but rather a goblin, and you can't free up your hands enough to scratch at him. Try to bite him,
Okay, so d20 to bite.
but
Wait,
you
nothing.
you just cannot move. So basically, they have a goblin stuck underneath you, and you just there stuck in this hole, unable to budge.
Okay, well,
Well,
oh, man.
he definitely did. But he is going to take advantage of the little bits of tunnely room that he has around here. And yeah, he's going to roll to strike at you.
Okay, and what does he roll?
He rolls a nat 20.
Shit.
And with his offhand, an 18. So the first one, he will slash at you over here, plus 2 instead of 4, because Ian throwing it, that's 6 damage. And then his offhand will just be a d4 plus nothing, which are 4. Wow, good. He vexed that you fall long in the hole, boy. And yeah, so he stabs you up in one butt cheek and then stabs the other butt cheek,
Damn it.
doing 10 slashing damage total. And you hear him underneath.
Okay.
And then you hear some movement as he moves deeper into his little tunnel. Grog, what do you do?
Can I jump in the same hole that Duranja is in?
I believe in you.
Pull out my two hand axes. I look at the hole. I shout, "For the overmind!" And then I jump in, swinging at the goblin.
Cool. So you swing and then you jump in, or you jump in and then you
jump
swing?
in and then swing.
Okay, cool. But you jump in and you land on top of the bear.
Remember, you could be landing on
Right,
me.
so I'm riding on the bear, and now I can swing to at the goblin and attack him who's in front of me.
Well, around you is only dirt. There is no goblin in front of you, as the goblin is lower down in the hole that is clogged up by this bear.
Okay. I don't like this goblin. Can I breathe fire in the direction of the goblin?
Yeah.
I breathe fire right through all the fecal matter, everything, and I breathe fire at the goblin.
Okay, cool. Well, roll a dex save.
This man kill me, that be the second.
Yeah.
I'm on top of you. I can't kill you.
You're on top of her. You can't not kill her. So basically, think of it like she's in a pipe and she clogging up the pipe, and you jump on top of her.
Okay. I wouldn't use fiber then because we'll both die.
Yes, this is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I'll with that by swinging, I'll end my turn.
Okay, cool.
I was shipping that thing the next time because I think I need to get down from being this large.
I don't know, man. But you thinking of it like that. Basically, Duranga has completely removed an entire threat. She locked him down inside here. So yeah, I think she's doing her job. Yeah, so this goblin is going to pop up and he doesn't leave the hole. He's looking from his heavily obscured area and he's going to try to hit you even though you seem very far away. He rolls to do so. And yeah, one of these little daggers will strike against the stone, creating small embers as it falls on the far side of the stone from you. You heard it and you recognize that you're quite safe. However, another goblin pops up from here and is going to peek through and try to strike at Altrix. 17 plus 4. That is 6 damage. And he's going to try to offhand pelt, but that one misses completely and falls into the river. All right, yeah. Next up will be Caltrix.
Durania's not in tune order again. Where is she? Why is that happening?
I don't. Oh no.
I am right here. Okay?
I see in her because she was in the hole.
Okay.
She's in a different layer. But I can see her. Go ahead, Caltrix. So this guy is on the surface and you could barely see him through this crevice. This guy wasn't on the surface at all. He pelted from his hole.
Yeah.
This guy is pelting from his hole. This guy is on the surface, but you could barely see him through the crack between the two stones. Yes, you can. If you just kneel down, you'll get cover. All right, cool. Yeah, so you run and you dash and you skid towards this area and you peek over and you could see in this bush that the bush is uh, moving around a little bit, but you can't exactly spot the goblin who's completely obscured inside there. And this tree over here, as well as your little cover, is making this one out of line of sight, but you're also definitely out of its line of sight. You use the movement and mage armor is action or bonus action. All right, cool. Okay. Alrighty. Zach, what are you doing? You see Caltrix run forward.
I see him and I follow him, but I dash.
Cool.
5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Right.
So from over here, you would not be in cover from him, but you would have some cover from this guy.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. All right, Dranya, what are you doing?
I think I want to turn into a snake and come out this hole.
Alrighty. You could turn into a snake and go further into the hole too. Homeboy right there.
Okay, alright, so I using the settings. How you teach me to do this? Okay. Choose a side. I am choosing turn to a wolf, which will be smaller, but I'll have to look for the wolf stuff. Is that an option?
Yeah.
Be smaller in the hole and maneuverable. Yeah.
Yeah, a wolf will be small enough to sort of go through there. The wolf also will be fairly good at digging at the hole if he needs to sort of like get around. So yeah, a wolf is a good call.
So do I have to like Google Wolf IV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see one with armor class 13. The only wolf I know is armor class 13, hit points 11, 40 feet, and you have the bite attack, which is +4 to hit, 2d4 +2 damage.
Yeah, I think I find that too. So
Right, so you're inside this hole and you drop down. Your eyes are no longer as useful to you as your nose. The earthy smells are interrupted by the smells of waste, but also by the smell of a living goblin and its blood. You could see that it's in a little goblin hole just about 10 feet away from you, and you could dig a little bit to get the dirt out of the way to make it big enough for you to get through, and you could get to him with 10 feet movement.
okay, cool. Could I attack? I dig in, go up to him, dig in, smell dirt, the horrible stench that coming out with the dirt. Could I dig to make the hole bigger? It will be
Yeah,
+4 to hit a reach range of 5 feet. One target that will
your,
be for +2
yeah,
piercing
so
damage.
roll them up, roll your d20.
Okay. There we go. D20, do I
All right,
hit?
yeah, this goblin looks like it's currently just trying to figure out what to do. It's hyperventilating, which you can't see, but you could hear it and you could smell its breath, and then finally you could feel the warmth of its breath, so you know it's right in front of you, and you lunge towards it and bite into its flesh. Roll damage.
Oh, damage. So that will be 2d4, if I'm not mistaken.
You aren't.
Okay. D4. Coming up. D4.
So that is 5, 6, 7 damage, and Grog, from where you are, you hear a very loud squeal exactly at this point beneath your feet.
So it's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that the goblin is dead.
Nope, it is not, but you heard a very loud squeal, so you know where it is underneath.
And you could reach.
I can
The,
reach.
well, it's possible. The goblin is trying to swipe at you, but it's in so much pain. Roll a natural one and drop one of its daggers, and is going to try to attack you with its offhand. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 will hit Duranya. And he's going to do a little bit of damage, very little bit. Yeah, he does 2 piercing damage as he stabs into the side of this wolf's face. You could also hear the wolf making a sort of a whine right underneath this rock. Grog, what do you want to do?
What's the possibility that I hitting Durania when I attack?
Small.
Small?
Yeah.
I pull out my two-hander. In fact, Pearson, don't lose the javelin. I pull out my 2 hand axes. I
All right,
launch
so your
forward.
hand axes, it not like right beneath the surface. You saw the hole was deep, so it's down there. The only chance you have is you could probably stab your javelin
With that
straight down through the
javelin.
dirt
Okay.
and poke him.
So I pull out my javelin. I know where he is. I lift it in the air and I stab him. And I wait and I hear a shiver scream.
Well, let's see if you hear a shiver or scream. Roll to strike. Click
What to
javelin
click?
and see.
Click the javelin.
If you're using the javelin, yeah, click the javelin.
Oh, that looks like it would hit. It hit.
All right, cool. So he is very covered down there. So you stab your javelin down into this, and Tarangya, you see just the tip of a javelin appear in front of your face, nowhere near hitting you, but also not near hitting the goblin, which was knocked prone by your attack. Very close though. Anything else from Grog? There are no
Can I
screens.
can I assist Grog into guiding his dagger into the thing?
Theoretically, it will be possible on your turn, but it's going to be incredibly difficult. You'll have to really convince me.
Okay.
All right. Over here, this goblin is going to stay in his nice little cover, but expose his position as he's rolling to strike with a 14, 15, 16 to hit Zach.
It hits.
All right, cool. 16 to hit. As you're struck by this dagger, you're impressed with the prowess of these goblins. You didn't really understand goblins to be creatures that could learn the finesse of such fighting styles. And you take 7 damage, and you see that he's working with his offhand, 15 plus 5. So you're going to take a d4 there, and that is 1 damage.
Okay.
Caltrix. Actually, before Caltrix, this guy over here is going to see what's going on, and he's just going to seemingly do nothing. Caltrix, go ahead. I give you a +1 if you stay behind here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. So yeah, you see the crackling glow of a fire appear in your hands, and Zach, is your turn.
I move 5. Right. I move here. I attack this goblin with my glaive.
All right. So he is within a bush, in a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it.
Well, I guess that didn't hit.
Yeah, so as you strike down, the bush seems to be a little bit of a trouble to maneuver through. And you miss as you hear small screams and hyperventilating down there from the goblin. Yeah, okay, Duranga?
Durania. Dara.
I could, so we could say that Duranga is going to try to help
Okay.
Grog by by lifting up the goblin or something like that. So Grog will roll with advantage on his turn. And the goblin is going to try to strike at her and will hit one of them and do 6 piercing damage. You're back around, yeah?
Yeah, all right here.
All right, cool. So yeah, what do you want to do with this goblin?
I want to kill him. I want to
Also,
bite him.
all right, roll it.
Okay. Come on. Let me get something good here. 14 to hit.
14. You add everything you have to add.
Um, the things I was supposed to add.
Check what the plus is on your bite attack.
Oh yeah. Bite attack, bite attack. Wolf, bite attack. Bite my weapon. +4 to hit. Reach 5 feet.
All you're looking for is one thing. I want you to show me that you understand what you have to look for. So you roll
Okay,
a
so it's a
14.
+4, right? So
Yeah.
14 it'll be 18 to hit.
Nice. Okay. And how much damage will you roll?
It would be 2d4 +2.
Go ahead.
So I would roll here. Can I use this one or are we using the other one? 2d4.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So you rip into this goblin, and it looks like it is mortally wounded. It wouldn't be walking again. It wouldn't be throwing a knife again. It wouldn't be doing any of those things again, and it lets out a mournful scream. Grog, roll an X strike from there.
A strike.
Yeah.
Okay. How do a D20 or what? On my javelin?
Javelin.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? Just click javelin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
And as you pierced into this goblin's skin, Taranya, and ripped apart the flesh of his thighs and his abdomen, he's looking at you with hatred in his eyes until from above a javelin pierces the earth and his skull, and his eyes go dark, and there is no expression in them anymore. Over from on this side, this goblin ran out of daggers. So he's going to disengage and bonus action dash. 5, 10, 15. Free object interact. Pick up one dagger. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
The
Didn't
Dublin
quite.
run boy.
Well, he used his action dash to run faster. Caltrix, this guy didn't quite make it into the hole. You have a big opportunity there. What do you want to do? They also have a bush over here. Check and see. Produce flame is range south, or a creature within 30 feet of you. Okay, cool. So you project this flame that you've been holding and cradling in your palm towards this goblin over here, and make a ranged spell attack for me. Cool. So you definitely going to hit, and the bush starts to burn, and this goblin over here is going to, as he was running towards it, skid to a halt and sort of look back towards you like, what am I going to do now? The goblin down inside here is sort of screeching out, terrified, And Zach, you hear all of this going on. You'll have advantage on attacks against either of them.
If I can reach them. Uh,
And you have a glaive, and that's a reach weapon.
yeah, but that's only 10 feet. But and I'm dwarf, you know, I can only move 25.
Oh, yeah.
So I just moved 25 feet here.
Roll an acrobatics for me if you'd like. Here's the trade-off. You could get the extra 5 feet by doing a roll, but if you roll less than my DC, you're going to end up tripping a lot earlier and end up over here.
Sure, I'll take it. I'll risk it.
All right, roll the acrobatics for me.
Acrobatics. Oh yeah.
Okay, dog. Yeah. You could go anywhere you want with that nat 20 around him. So yeah, you managed to come. Caltrix, you see Zach run and tuck and roll, which takes a lot of skill with a glaive. And as he stands up, he's using the momentum. Alex, describe what you're doing.
I'm going to stab him with the glaive.
Let's see. Roll with advantage.
Advantage. This glaive.
Yep. 17 will hit.
Good roll.
And 5 damage. Cool. So yes, you slash into this guy who's freaking out, and he's listening to the screams of his partner. And yeah, he's going to turn around and drop the daggers and drop to his knees and sort of grovel.
Somebody else hit him quick.
Anything else from you, Zach?
Should I do this? Should I? No, I wouldn't do this. That's it for me.
Was it that accent shade you were thinking about?
Yeah, but I was like, yeah.
All right, Durang, yeah, you're down inside this hole. The smell of death has not yet filled it up, but it's still not a pleasant space to be. What are you doing?
So the thing in the hole with me dead, right?
Yeah.
I come out of the hole.
All right, no problem. That'll be 10, 15, 20, 25 movements, and you're out of the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So it's 10 feet across and 10 feet up.
25, 30.
That rock you wouldn't be able to pass through.
Okay, 30. I'll be like the water's edge here.
Nice.
35.
Why does swim across?
I'll get wet.
Yeah. Right now you're covered with like goblin poop, so I mean.
You better off getting wet.
40. But and it's like 50 feet of movement. I have a 40. I think that would have taken me into the river. I can stay in the river.
Yeah, you do have 40 feet of movement. You could stay at the edge here if you want and wash off a little bit.
Yeah, stay in the water.
All right, cool. This guy is deaded and grog. What do you do? There's some hullabaloo with some smoke coming up from across the river. A bear went in and a wolf came out. You have no idea about any wolf. And the tip of your javelin is bloodied. What do you do?
How close can I get to cross this river?
So your movement speed is 30, yes? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could cross it if you go straight across like so.
Okay.
Each square is 5 feet, so just count them as you move. 5, 10, 15, 25.
Okay. So can I use intimidation as an attack? So I don't want it to like I
No,
can't?
you wouldn't damage it. intimidation can't do damage.
I don't want to damage them. I just want them to run away.
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
I pull out my mighty axe. I breathe fire into the air. And I say, who dares fight the mighty Grog? Run away, you cowards, run away. Do I have to click intimidation?
Yes.
Very good.
I didn't see it yet. Oh, cool. Yeah. This guy who was groveling for his life, he has run away and thinks of it as a opportunity, a gift. And yeah, he's going to drop a small pouch and run away. Now, as he does that, Zach, he leaves your reach. You want to use your opportunity attack or you leave? Yeah, well, you hit with him. You just managed to slash at his Achilles tendon as he falls over, and Charles, he looks across to the fire where he could hear his friend burning alive, and that ends the combat. You all are victorious. What do you do now?
I want to go see that pouch that goblin drop.
Okay, cool. Roll investigation. You misplaced where the pouch is.
Yeah.
No.
No. I'm pretty good. I'm a bit scratched, but I'm all right.
Same here.
Very nice idea with the intimidation. Good idea changing from bear to wolf. Very seldom you see people change in their wild shape. It's such a commodity. And overall, very good. You all used cover well. Everybody used cover well. It was pretty good. As this occurs, you see everybody will sort of see Zach looking around in the grass, trying to find something.
Huh? Oh no! I saw. I went. Well, the last goblin dropped something, and I'm trying to find it. I saw he dropped it somewhere here.
Yeah.
I think they're across the lake. They're pretty far.
Sorry, I was talking and I didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, could we go over and look for it?
She has keen hearing and smell, so she could hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. Come.
So I could come over and move for yeah, so let me try that 40 feet across the river. One, two.
We out of combat. The Andara. They could just come like normal. We out of combat.
Yeah, so you don't have to count anymore. Yeah, you can just run across.
I could just come over on the side and sniff across and see if I see anything.
Yeah, roll perception for me. For you, that will be a +3.
Perception. 3. Let's see. Go before my I got 15. Yeah.
You smell, Tarangya, other living goblins in this hole. You also see a small pouch over here. It seems to be that's the pouch that Zach is looking for.
I go over to the pouch, sniff across to the pouch, grab it with my teeth and hand it to Zach. How does
Thank you.
Zach take it? Does Zach take it willingly or?
I take it willingly.
Okay, cool. Investigate your Zach then. I think I'm gonna turn back to a human so that I could talk to people and tell them that there are more goblins.
Okay. Zach, you could open that and you'll see, first of all, that this is a very moist pouch. Inside of the pouch, you will find what looks like a makeshift toy. It's tied together bits of bone that look like bird bone in the form of a little doll, and it's painted green, it seems, with moss. Like it's been rubbed up against moss until it turned green. Next to it, you'll find some guts of lizards and birds and stuff like that. And within all of that, roll an investigation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Within all of that, you find yourself so disgusted that you're not willing to look deeper.
I'm like, ugh, who was this? It's just a bunch of guts and bones. Ew.
As you say that, the wolf slowly stands up on its hind legs, elongates, widens, and its fur starts to recede in place for fair tan skin. As that occurs, hair grows longer from the head, and the clothes that was clothing Durania starts to form, and you see Durania standing in front of you.
Do you want this? It's just some bones and guts. I didn't see anything else inside there.
Durania?
She mute herself.
Yeah, I think that she generally is on mute. Yeah.
And then kept talking. Sorry, I was talking to others. So no, it seems like just bones and guts. But if you want, you could empty it out on one of these stones so that you could see if anything is hidden within it, and maybe produce the stick if it looks that disgusting. So you can make sure there's
Sure, I take the advice and I just empty all the contents on the floor.
As you enter the contents, the sound of the bone hitting the stone forms a strange sort of echo. You confirm now that this was a made out of bird bone, because of how hollow it is. But it does make enough of a sound, as well as the clinking of a couple coins that fall along with it. When that happens, a small whimpering is heard from this bush, as well as a
I was like, who goes there?
Okay, right, and I tell back. There, while I was a wolf, I detected that there were goblins hidden under this bush as well. I tell it to
Which
the
bush?
entire group.
I asked Rania which bush.
This one, I've seen it. It's purple. This bush.
Okay. Can I run up to this bush and use and breathe fire inside the hole, roasting the goblins?
roll a initiative for me. An initiative for me.
Yeah, using it now. It's 9:50. It's 9:52. Might as well. What?
That's not how it works. Not per session, per long rest. So you're not going to get that back until your character sleeps.
Oh, okay. Well, here what?
Either way, I need the initiative.
Initiative with where's initiative? Oh, I've seen it. All right. So I walk up to them at 5. It doesn't matter what I do. Okay.
All right. So before you get up,
Can I? Wait,
goblin
can
is
I
no
use the,
nah, before you get up, a goblin is going to pop out, shaking, and behind her, 3 smaller goblins are going to run to the bushes, and she stands up with her hands out, shaking, trying to block your attention from the 3 escaping goblins. It's your turn now.
me?
Yeah.
I let the I tell her you run.
She'll run away.
Okay. If I stood and fought the goblins, she would do damage to me and you. If I let her run away, we all safe. Think about it. Plus, when you kill all the goblins and you let one live, you spread fear in the hearts of the goblins. You should have learned this by Solar. You kill everybody and you leave one alive. And then you send this one out to spread fear among the party that these people are out so that they bring down morale.
Paltrax, does that remind you of anything?
Smeagol, but
Okay.
I tell them, I come in and be like, that was the one, that seemed to be like the mother and the children. Do you feel? I don't think it was right to kill those, to let them die.
Zach, roll history.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
What is with these twos?
So, as you roll this two, it's a very hazy memory that you have. You don't know if you are remembering an actual memory or if you're remembering just the fact that this woman described so vividly to you the occasion of you being asked to attack her village. You can't separate it. You can't separate if you're remembering a real thing or if you just put that together from what she's told you. And in this situation, you connect this feeling of empathy that you had towards the mother and children. You look down at the toy on the ground that seems to have been made for the goblins. The guts and everything looks like it might have been food or treats or maybe some sort of medicine. You can't tell right away. But you start to wonder what was the difference from those goblins to your party's eyes and those citizens to your king's eyes.
Yeah. Oh yes.
So, yeah, you all have achieved this, but you were advised to hide the evidence that you have achieved this for now so that they would continue to put up the notice. Otherwise, they will be like, oh, no reason to pay anybody. What are you going to do to change to hide the fact that this combat took place here?
But I'm in the hole.
Yeah, I think we should put all of them in one hole.
You'll start to put all of them in which hole?
I think we should take all the corpses and throw it in the hole with the new one.
Can we throw it in the one with the fecal matter and hide them behind the fecal matter?
All of them have fecal matter.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And you could fire breath into that hole and just kill everything in the hole. You still have a fire breath that you wanted to use, just fire breath the hole itself.
Well, it's not that he wanted to use, it's that he's still working out the economy of value of that fire breath.
You only have one fire breath a day.
Well, he has one fire breath along rested. It's even
5
possible.
minutes away from the end of the day, so you could use it.
No, it's not per day. He has to sleep 8 hours to recover his fire breath.
Yeah. Like his character has to sleep for 8 hours. Not a session.
Okay.
How about throwing the corpses on top of this bush that was set ablaze, and we burn the evidence?
All right, no problem. It's already blazing. Y'all could do that, and y'all drop in these bodies. I wouldn't make all your roll strength checks at this late hour, but y'all managed to get all of the goblins down in there. It does create quite a stink, and it seems like it will continue to create a bit of a stink for a little while. Roll intelligence or wisdom. Actually, roll survival, anyone.
Survival.
Caltrix, this is a whole big rock. Y'all could just roll over that hole.
Sure.
Not a problem, not a problem. Because
Yeah. All right, roll strength, all three of you. Cool.
I get 21, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, pretty high rolls.
Oh, I don't get anything.
Yeah, so the fire outs itself, and you all have covered up this one hole. And all that you have to look out for is that there are a couple of daggers that have been unretrieved. And yeah, y'all could go and retrieve those daggers. To retrieve them, instead of rolling, just ping to me where they are, while I count in my mind down from 20. They are represented by little gray dashes on the board. Anyone could pick. I'm going to start now.
I don't know what to do. Are we supposed to start something? Were we supposed to start moving rocks? Yeah, what we had to do with it? Move it?
All right, well, that's your time. You'll have spent about a half an hour or so scurrying around looking for all the daggers that you could find. And you pick them up. These are daggers that were looted from other victims. None of them are especially helpful. A lot of them are quite dull. Maybe somebody could sharpen them up and make them valuable again. But you all got three additional daggers that you all could divide as you want. The coins that fell onto the rock sack, those would be 4 silver coins and 1 copper.
Okay.
And the goblins would be 50 XP each for everyone. Durania, you could take an extra 10 for deciding to change your form. That was pretty cool. Grog, I really like the descriptions that you were using. So you could take a 10 there as well. Caltrix for your fire, and Zach for your very martial approach of somebody goes and take cover and then you dash in front and then stuff like that. That's pretty cool. So you could take 10 for that as well. Grog, take an additional 30 for such an unexpected backstory.
Yeah.
I have no clue how we're going to deal with that, but very, very interesting indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Durania, take additional 20 for your interaction with your old classmates. That was pretty cool. The classmate was just trying to tell you to meet by the coastal lavender, not even though you thought it was your sister. They were just telling you where to meet. Anybody want to ask for XP?
There you go. Do I get X? Okay. Do I get XP for using the intimidation to get people to run away?
Yeah, take 10.
Do I get XP for swiping down the character, the first goblin, like hands down? Kind of shit.
Not already.
You did. You got 50 for that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Actually, no, yeah. That was very good because you took your time. You saw a good opportunity, a serene situation, and you role played that well. Both you and Zach take 10 for that. That was pretty cool.
Three
Anybody
daggers.
else?
How is that up? I don't really want daggers. Coins. Anybody giving away one of the silver or?
Nope, I'm keeping them.
Yeah, Zach kept all, even though technically your wolf form found them. You gave them to him, I guess.
I'm a barbarian. I don't know.
It's
I'm a
finesse.
barbarian.
So honestly, either of them could be good. Dex or strength could be used to throw a dagger.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good plan.
How do I add the daggers?
If you look at your character sheet, you'll see that if you scroll down, there's a place where there's a bunch of items. It has item names. Yeah, you could go there and add some items.
Okay.
Let me just
I think
close this
I've
down.
done something. And then like how do I get like the damage and stuff?
Well, it will be a regular dagger, so you could look it up in the player's handbook or online. Dagger 5e is 1d4. And is a thrown finesse light weapon. But yeah, you could look it up and include all those stuff. You have a dagger already, so if you just include more daggers, you'll know that you have more. Underneath your javelin is a dagger. Yes.
A question. The last time we gave 50 experience points for completing, but I wouldn't get that because I didn't finish it. I think they gave me
For completing what?
The previous D&D campaign plus the city you gave me for the letter.
Everybody would have gotten XP for having finished going through the whole thing, even though you missed the conclusion. Everybody would have.
We get 50 and 30.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Right here. No, my back was to you.
Oh, how many
Okay,
daggers
guys.
do I have?
3.
Well, now you'll have 4 because you had one already. And you didn't say it, but in the future, say that you go and pick back up your javelin because you threw one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll pick back my javelin.
Cool. And that's it. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
We managed to have a little session without pushing the story too much.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty good. And we'll see you guys next week, hopefully with McCule and Onyx as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. And I will get my stuff to you shortly too.
Yeah, and guys, apply level ups, all right? If you need help, just contact Chris or I and we'll walk you through it.
Yeah.
Mike, on it.
My experience is now 551. What level am I at?
So instead of telling you, I'll just tell you, look for level 5e. Or level table 5e. and you'll see something probably like character advancement or leveling up 5th edition. And you click on that and you'll see a table. The table will have experience points, levels, and proficiency bonus. What you're looking for is the level and the experience points. And you'll check and see on that table how much experience points you need to get to level 3.
Okay. Say it again, what looking for?
Well, you're looking to see how much experience points you need to level up. So you can actually search for that sentence, 5e, but just look for levels 5e. 5e means 5th edition. That's the type of D&D that we play in.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. So we'll Google 5D next time.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.